All right, 6 seconds. It's time to Shang Tsung.
So let's get right into it. So SHANG TSUNG.
SHANG TSUNG, I'm actually super excited. He is one of those characters.
Oh God.
Where I'm not like a huge fan.
Damn, that classic Sub-Zero outfit looks great.
I'm playing him for work, and I really enjoy playing him. I think he has awesome space control and zoning. He's kind of like up there with Cetrion as space control character.
No!
I'm super into it. So let's just go straight in.
So real quick though, you give him some walk, show him some walk. Archetype wise, you're looking at maybe, like you said, space control, some zoning.
Zoning for sure.
No!
Really good footsies.
Really good footsies.
He doesn't have like the best
Yes.
mix-ups or the best like combos, but he
No!
regulates the screen, and then he has some really.
Sorry, I'm just giving guttural reactions.
Too.
Yeah, and since today we're showing one character today, obviously, we're going to we have 3 loadouts, I believe.
Yes.
With maybe a
very fun third loadout.
Okay.
I'd like to point out the awesome classic Sub-Zero skin. I mean,
Yes.
are we just not going to talk about that? Or I mean,
Oh, now we can.
okay, it's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
I can't wait for everybody to get their hands on the classic skins, man. Like,
Yep.
it's one of the most demanded things that we get is, where's the classic skins?
Yeah.
We listen, here you go.
Yeah, and it's funny they went with Mortal Kombat 2 classic skins because they did that in MK9.
Hold on. Now, I am conscious of that, and I wanted to use Scorpion for this because Noobs doesn't show up well because he's, all black.
Right.
And Scorpion, there's a particular move I want to show that I need Ice Ball for.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
the Sub-Zero fans that always tweet, I know, and this time we have to use them, but it's okay.
All right, let's do it.
We're doing it out of love.
Think of it as another member of Lumquay that's wearing the costume.
Got it.
Cool.
Anyway, the first thing I want to note, I want to geek out hard for his stance, the Snake MK3, MKDA. I'm all in on that. And you can see a lot of his F-style, his like fight moves, use Snake style.
Yep.
I think that's super cool. It's a cool throwback. So let's start with his throws. You'll see a lot of his stuff is super effects heavy. Like he's not doing everything he does physical. He also mixes up with magic, and I think it's really cool because something I thought of.
The hell was that?
On Shang is that they talk about what a sorcery is, but honestly, he pretty much just does skulls and soul steal.
Yeah.
So I really love all this stuff that uses like the lava.
He pulls out the scroll and stuff like
Yes.
that. I mean, you actually see more of the magic coming through.
Exactly.
It's
I think that's really
a
cool.
J. Edwards special. He did
And
an
you can't
awesome job.
You can't see it here, but his throw is a little different than others.
Oh,
Yes,
damn,
he
that thing
actually
looked
gains
cool.
back a little bit of health.
Whoa.
But
You can't see that because he has 100%.
sure, but also his forward throw only does 100.
That cross-up looked really good. The cross-up, like, palm,
And
oh my
to
god.
gain that 40 back.
Right.
So here's a couple of the key normals I wanted to show. I think his premier normal, like the normal that defines him, is this forward 2, and it's this really long range mid. And there's a couple
That's a
options
mid?
on it. He can do this string,
What in the hell?
looks awesome, and that combos in the corner. So this string is actually plus on block. So when he blocks it, he can move before the opponent. So he can do like his down 3 or
Go back
for
into
a throw.
pokes. Yeah.
Exactly. But it has a huge gap. If the opponent knows they're going to do it, they can attack through it. They can even just do a standing jab, and they get a full combo punish.
Right.
So he also has to complement it, this one, which ends in a kick, and this does not combo in the corner. It's not plus.
Is that a hide?
It is not.
No.
The opponent has to block it. And here's what's
It's good that you can mix between the two.
Special, doesn't it?
Oh.
That was a bad recording. All right. If it's a counter hit, it gets a crushing blow.
Oh, it's a crushing
So
blow,
the
not a
meta
full
here would
combo.
be, you're pressuring it with this. You're getting your plus flames. You're looping it. Sometimes I walk back and bait it down 1. Sometimes I do his down 3, which has really good range. And then when they start interrupting it, that's when you go to this. And then once per game, you're going to get that juicy, crushing blow.
Oh, yeah.
And it's one of those characters where, like, you might not be winning the match if you don't pull that. Like, you're going to get that one every match if you're playing.
Yeah, it's definitely a core part of his gameplay. So the only real downside to this move is that it's kind of slow, and that's complemented by his back 1, which is a really fast mid. I think it's like 13 frames or something like that. And
Oh,
You
that
can,
was
like-
an awesome jump attack, too. Sorry.
yeah,
I love it.
his the kung fu stuff's really cool, and he can confirm that into his soul steal or his fireballs or whatever. And
That's a really
he's
good
not gonna
cross-up
get, like,
tool.
A huge reward off it, but that's kind of like the fast move you use if you're up close, and then this is too slow to use.
Right.
Another cool one. It's this lava string. I'm a big fan of this because this is actually a tribute to
What if you can cancel from the lava stuff? It looks great.
MKDC Universe. Remember that?
Yep.
I do.
That's awesome.
One of those combo challenges had that
It was
in it.
insanely
It was
hard.
so hard. I
It was
remember.
insane.
We don't need to talk about that combo challenge. We don't ever
Here's the
need to
thing I
talk
like
about
Shang
that
Tsung.
combo
You get
challenge
those
ever
moves
again.
first.
We don't need to talk about it ever again.
Those moves first. When you get to the specials and stuff.
All right, so let's go into the specials. First off, the skull's back. It's pretty much exactly what you want. A fast projectile.
Does it scream?
The sound effect is great. I was spamming it earlier against someone and like really all in on the sound effect. He can amplify it to do 2. He actually cannot amplify it to do 3 anymore. You got to symbol for 2, but we might get back to that later.
Okay.
Also back is the soul steal.
Of course.
He morphs into the opponent for
Neat.
about 6 seconds or so. So there's something interesting about this. When he's morphed, he gains access to all their crushing blows. So he actually will get like 10 crushing blows, which is way more than anyone else.
Right.
Literally twice as much as anyone else. So if he does a down 2 as the opponent, that counts as his down 2. He
Right.
can't do another down 2. However,
If he does it at Sub-Zero, he can't do it at Shang Tsung.
correct. However, if he does one of Sub-Zero's, like if he does Sub-Zero's slide one, that doesn't take away from his Shang ones.
Right.
The downside is it will actually do 50% less. So you get this huge pool of
Oh,
crushing blows.
so that's what was happening. We thought the crushing blow parameters might be
when you're the
easier,
when you're the
but they're
opponent,
just
right.
easier for Shang Tsung.
The required.
requirements.
So,
Yes.
for getting the main one you want with 50% off of his slide,
Yes.
isn't that bad.
Right.
So you'd have to maybe turn into Sub-Zero a couple times probably to get that to work.
Yes.
Oh
You can
my
also
God,
do
no,
this
it's not
actually
easier.
time that you're the opponent.
You actually have to still land
And
it
Soul Steal
several
gives you
times.
Really good range. It is punishable.
That's very
It's
rough.
Like stuff like Sub-Zero slide. So it's a pretty good.
Because most other characters' crushing blows, you know, outside of
He also has
Garrus
this
and
brand new move
things like that, and
that's actually his own
Scorpion.
kind of slide.
The crushing blows
It
kinda
doesn't
suck.
use Full screen, but it's really fast, and you can use it to like punish stuff. Secondly, a new move, and this is again an example of him using sorcery in ways he never has, is Corpse Drop, where a dead body, which for some reason has a huge belly, I love that,
Because it's bloated.
falls from the sky. Oh, that makes sense.
That makes sense, yeah.
And if you amplify it, it becomes overhead low and does hella damage.
That's awesome.
And he has a close, medium, and very far version that he can use, so it kind of complements.
That is a weird-ass special move.
Kind of regulated because of the fireball, and they got to be ready to block that. And the low has massive radius too. Like you can see the blood will actually hit them, and it can kind of trip them.
And here's what I was going to talk about when it comes to Soul Steal. You read a lot of people online like having character crisis, like who do I play? Who would I play?
Right.
Shang Tsung's a great player because you've probably practiced 15 people on the roster. So
Yeah.
So you might know how to like. I was looking at this. Our friend John Anderson behind the desk is a Shao Kahn player. He's also played a lot of other characters. Tends to lean towards bad bossy characters. I feel like maybe Shang Tsung's something for you to look at, John.
What were you laughing about, Derek?
Oh, nothing. You're just
Bad
bad.
bossy
Okay.
characters.
Yeah, you're just generally bad.
Wow.
So one more new move is I call it Comet Skull. He summons these from the sky, and this is a awesome space control move. If you amplify it, it's actually safe on block, and you cannot interrupt it. Like, so you can hit confirm into it and get pretty juicy damage, and it's also a great block string. Like if you watch here, he's safe, and he'll be pushed away.
You know what I'm noticing? None of the ninja transformation moves seem to be in his
You wanna be
base
in the range
moveset.
forward too.
The ninja transformation stuff might be all in his
Soul
variations.
Steal, all that kind of juicy stuff. He can use this, kind of get out of dodge, and on hit, get pretty good damage. It's
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
definitely like a why not move, in my opinion. I think like Wound Cowboy will find a way to downplay this, but sane people will recognize it as an awesome zoning tool.
When I play new characters, I always like to look for what kind of tools I can use with Last Breath. And
That's a good
this
one.
this seems
Yeah.
like a really good place to go.
Yeah.
It's just gonna chip them out, right?
Yep. So you're getting how many hits is that just in block?
It's 3.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah, amplify
perfect.
3.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'll kill them.
So let's go into the loadouts.
What do we have, Stephanie?
For this one, I gave him Shake. He actually transforms into smoke.
Oh
and
no.
it behaves just like
Yeah,
a
they're all
bullet.
customizable. Oh
And
my
if you do a
God.
Projectile.
You get hit by it and freeze.
Man, I don't know if
Drop
you
down.
remember playing Trevor's Smoke,
I do.
but I got hit with that all day long by Trevor.
I played Waffles the most, and while he was a good player, he'd always forget about Shake.
Oh, I can't forget about Shake.
If you amplify,
Yeah, it was one of his
you
best
actually,
moves in MK9.
Absorb normal attacks, and this has a crushing blow. So the way it works is, it's if you do it twice in a row. So
Oh, so if you knock someone down and then they try to do a wake up on you, you're gonna mess them up. Ow.
So to me, the
That's a
perfect
good
scenario
amount.
There is you absorb a move, they're knocked down. you do a
370?
second one, If you read wake up, and they get got.
370
That's
damage
what,
for
with
2
this
hits.
Game too, as I've been playing more and more, like characters with sort of parry-like mechanics do very well when
Alright.
it comes to baiting out different wake-ups and stuff.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
especially like learning Liu
Alright.
Kang, I've learned that like people who are very pushy with how they play gotta watch for that.
Right.
So the other move I gave him is Super Kick, where he transforms into Rain and does the Around the World Mortal Kombat Trilogy kick. So normally he doesn't get a combo. If he amplifies it though. they'll come
Oh,
back
so
around
you
and get a
can.
combo.
It doesn't take an amplify just to use the ninjas.
Absolutely.
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 Yeah, that's the power of Rain's magic.
I thought so.
There is 80% of the Earth is water, so he has control over that.
And it makes it go faster because he's controlling the water, which
Exactly.
is pushing them. I mean,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
it's it's science.
It's kind of embarrassing you would ask.
You're right.
He can also cancel it. And this also has a crushing blow. So the requirement is to hit them with it right after you have canceled it.
Oh. And does it take bar to cancel it?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
So lastly,
You get a combo
I
or
gave
anything? Because the
non-ninja
damage wasn't
move.
good.
This is his Soul Warp.
Oh.
It does a little bit of damage, and it will switch places with the opponent. So
Interesting.
an obvious setup would be they have you in the corner.
Yep, switch
and you
them
could
out.
switch them out, and now they're in the corner.
You don't just stay there.
Oh, no.
You want to leave the corner? Okay,
Some
good.
people might want to be in the corner. I don't want to judge.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so let's go to another loadout. A lot of people have wondered, because in the trailer he goes from old to young, can you play as the old if you want?
Good question, Stephanie.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
The answer is no.
Oh, you can play as
you
old
just-
Shang
Just for the
Tsung.
trailer.
All right,
you go.
so
Wow,
I'm
that's
super
awesome.
Into this. I prefer the MK1 like old man.
That's a really good
So I'm
costume
glad he's
too.
back.
I like his
So
costume
here
a
I
lot.
gave him, I think a combo and zoning variation. The first thing is Triple Skulls is back.
Oh, jeez. You really confused us there back in the beginning.
He can amplify, and they're super fast. They do really good damage. It has a crushing blow if only the last skull hits. So like if they jump and they jump into the last hit,
Right.
or if they let go of block because they guessed you were only going to do 2.
Similar to Sonya's underlings, where you
Exactly. And then the
Now, are
real,
the first two highs?
Yes.
So if you just stand up
If
into
you
it,
stand
too.
up into it, yeah. So the real star here, though, is his ground skulls are back.
Oh, I love the
He
ground.
has a regular version, you can see that range, and he has a
It's
far
gonna be. They're gonna
and
probably
these
be
are
3 of them
awesome
for a juggle.
control moves. When he
Like his
amplifies
combo
it,
starter
it's a
in the old
combo,
games. There we go.
Or you drop it.
Ooh.
And these moves are awesome. Like you can hit confirm into it. You can use them if you think the opponent's going to like dash up,
And you get a lot of Oki off that. Like
I
you
think it's a
can you
great-
can make them guess
You
pretty
are
hard.
trading off the safety of the comet.
Seems like you recover very fast,
combo,
and they're just still on
so
the
you are
ground.
Getting significantly better combos, but you are losing like, kind of the safe pushback. So it's kind of a give and take. But personally, this is what I use, and this is actually one of his tournament variations.
Cool.
And it was well, I think Rick being a Shang Tsung fan from Comic Breaker was talking about the Stairway to Heaven combos.
Yes.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
this is
Yeah, it's classic Shang. This is the variation I use. So let's go to a third.
Ooh,
Seems to have a decent amount of tools
have
in
a
this
third, it's
tournament variation.
Pretty cool.
So the third one's pretty much going to be Reptile and Scorpion. So that means you won't be able to put all of the ninja moves on one variation at a time. Oh my god, he looks like he does from the
Probably
movie.
The most asked question if he would have this skin.
And he does, and it looks really
Oh, that is badass that he has the jacket from the movie.
I mean, it's low-hanging fruit.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, nailed
Pretty
it.
awesome.
So
What
the
was the other one we didn't name that we wanted to?
Sold
Sold
Out. I
Out.
was thinking
Yeah, that was
Sold
a good
Out.
one too.
So the first thing I gave him is Ermac's lift. He transforms into the Crimson Ninja, does his lift.
Well, there's
You
Ermac.
can amplify it to get a combo. The second thing I gave him is it replaces his slide with Reptile slide. And this one's a low. It goes much farther. He can amplify it. And this has a crushing blow for doing it at max range.
Oh, damn.
So similar to
That's
Sub-Zero,
good damage.
it's really dangerous in the neutral. So if you're, complimenting him with his comments and stuff
Where's it dangerous?
in the neutral, the nooch.
There we
I
go.
don't
Oh,
use that.
jeez.
Me
I
neither.
don't like-
Me neither.
that's made me very
Okie
uncomfortable.
dokie.
I hate it more than most things. I hate a lot of things.
And lastly, just as an example of one of his unique new kind of trap moves, he has this firewall. So he'll take out his scroll, and then this firewall appears, and he can kind of hide behind it. If the opponent touches it, they'll take damage. You can also put it behind them, and you can push them into it. And if you
Oh, are they
amplify
like
it,
stunned?
they'll actually start moving towards them.
I love like the skull or whatever.
Oh, they do get stunned from it. Wow.
You just made it where
That can actually set up for like combos.
or away.
Yes,
Or,
you get to choose.
that's cool.
So you can just kind of use it as a shield.
God, that costume looks awesome.
Skulls, do up skulls, and they're not going to be able to dash through it without taking damage. You can put it behind them and then do like a block string into it. You can have it go forward. It's kind of your choice. And he actually has a couple other moves like that that we didn't show in the trailer and we didn't show here that are pretty cool.
Because as usual, you know, we're gonna have a lot of stuff we want you to experiment with and find as
Yes.
well.
Yep.
Cool.
So I guess Fatal Blow, and
Let's do it.
we're good to go.
I would think we should.
I think
know
yeah.
you requested-
I didn't see Scorpion used. I think Scorpion is just in the Fatal Blow itself. Ow.
You do two, and you can play Derek and play me.
Okay.
Ow.
I can go first. You want me to?
I'll go first.
That's the only time he turns into Noob Cybot
that is
is
Shang Tsung.
in the
Awesome.
Fatal Blow as well.
Looks awesome. Because it was a safe nurse stuff.
What the hell?
Cool stuff. Real
Wow.
I really
Just
appreciate
straight
the
like
classic
football
Shang Tsung.
punted the head off.
Safe mirrors. Oh no.
Shang Tsung does not show mercy.
Oh god.
Cool. Twice.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no, what in the hell?
That's beautiful.
Okay. Good job.
Yeah.
That one is gruesome, man. Oh Jesus.
You're gonna win?
Well, it looks like they're getting into belt battles now. Overall, I'm gonna like, really quickly. I think Shang. I think he looks great. I think the costume variations, the fact that you can do the movie Shang Tsung, redesign Shang Tsung, in terms of the older one too. That all looks really damn cool.
Way to start.
The funny thing is that his trailer made it seem like he was way more, at least so far, way more prominent with like, you know, cloning ninjas and doing stuff like that. They put a lot of that into the trailer, but they didn't emphasize a lot on it here. So I'm kind of curious how much we can change that stuff because it seems that there's only a couple of them that are actually in his other variations, and that is Rain's Around the World kick, you get Ermac's Teletoss, and then you get Reptile's Slide and Amplified Slide. So unfortunately, you can't use all four ninjas at the same time because Smoke is the last like outlying one. But we're gonna have to make some custom variations. Like I was saying before, we need to make a video talking about the variations in this game. The reason I haven't played a lot of ranked in MK11 is because a lot of the moves that I really want to use that I find that makes characters really damn fun just aren't available in the competitive variations. You get some exceptions like, you know, Sub-Zero and stuff like that. And even Kung Lao for a little bit. But yeah, I'm very curious to see what he's going to play like on his other variations and to sort of mess around with stuff and find the most transformations that he can possibly do, because that's where I think Shang Tsung looks the best.